we've been able to develop and further cellular research all the way into the genetics, the human genetics. Simultaneously, we've been investing in our microbiome research, because the missing link to our health isn't just what we need to know about ourselves and our own cells and how we respond to nutrients, micronutrients, and herbs and medicinal compounds. We need to know how our microbiota, how they also respond. So it culminated in this event that we now call Alimentum Labs. So what I want to clarify is the history and the brilliance of the systemic formulas remain intact, and now we are adding to that symbiotically the Alimentum formulas. And what they do is they drive us deeper into understanding how things work with our cell, our DNA, our mitochondria, our membranes, and so on and so forth. This really is driving forward our ability to approach and target health in a very, very personalized way. And then furthermore, we have the microbiome formulas. That organ has so much brilliance behind it. When we think of all of the chronic issues that we're faced with on a daily basis, they're all exponentially growing. Each one of these has a component to it that is microbiological in nature. Our microorganisms that live on us and among us contribute to either our health or they contribute to our disease. The foods we choose and the lifestyle we live, we need these extra elements of health. We need these new probiotics. We need the new prebiotics. We need these herbal compounds to reinforce where we're headed. It can't simply be done with a little bit of exercise and a subtle change in diet. That's not how we're designed, and it means that we have to really embrace this new technology, but it's all based on historical and evidentiary information. But we're there. We're finally there with the research and with the formulations to really create an unprecedented, unique set of formulas for you all. I really wanted to make a point, so I'm going to reiterate a bit. We now have the systemic core formulas, and now we're going to have what we call the Alimentum core formulas. And what you can think of is these are essentially partner companies. It's the same team, the same researchers, the same history, family history, and we are now just marrying them. If you want to go after the testing and functional side, that's all going to be available to you through Alimentum. And if you want to know more about, let's say, the herbal history or the medicinal ethnobotanical uses, we're going to maintain that all under systemic formulas, so we can really start training people in more of their needs and keep these things active and growing in their own respectful areas. And they can be used independently, but I'm going to recommend anytime anybody ever gives me a clinical problem, I'm going to tell you that we're going to symbiotically use them as much as possible, because the achievement of results is going to be that much more realistic for the clinician as well as the patients. I really wanted to hit hard on the fact that we're committed to the systemic group and we're committed to the Alimentum, because right now it's just going to be one big happy family from here on out. And that's what I'm super excited to tell you about. At the same time, I'm going to ask everybody or tell everybody, we appreciate all of the patients throughout the transition, because there was a lot going on in the last 2 years. From a practical standpoint, I can also now let you guys all in on the fact that we have invested heavily not only in the formulas and the research and the clinical studies and the DNA testing and the soon-to-come microbiome testing. We have invested heavily in our manufacturing and our quality situation. So we now have more capacity, more effective people, and we are no longer going to be concerned about this. If we grow, we limit and have to moderate our output, but it certainly is a commitment for us to keep up and make sure we're supplying everything and not hindering your businesses and your clients at the same time. So that is the other commitment that we've made over the last 2 years. So again, everything I'm telling you is unbelievably exciting, and our commitment has never been greater than right now. What we're doing at this moment.